guys got to see this. No. A matter of fact, everyone needs to see this because we're only a couple of days away from Election Day. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris is on live television refusing to be transparent with the American public about how she voted on Prop 36. Now, if you don't know what Prop 36 is, it's basically a plan for California to be a little tougher on crime, to have harsher sentences for people who are drug trafficking, or even more specifically, it's really to crack down on a lot of the theft and looting. You all have seen the videos of people just running into stores, stealing everything. There are so many businesses that have had to just leave California. The ones that have remained, they lock up stuff like deodorant, everything. Everything's behind a glass wall. Everything's locked up. We've seen the crazy crime waves that have just flooded California, right? We've seen how far California has sunken. It's a beautiful place, but it's getting uglier by the day, and people are getting fed up with the crime. I mean, it really just makes no sense. Literally, in many places in California, people can run in and steal everything from a store, and they will have nothing done to them. But if a worker tries to stop them, the worker will be arrested, right? So we got Prop 36 going on, and Kamala Harris was questioned about how she voted on Prop 36, and she just straight up refused to answer. Let's go ahead and roll the clip, and then I'll be right back with more.
Darlene.
Madam Vice President, have you returned the ballot to California, and how did you vote on Prop 36?
So my ballot is on its way to California, and I'm going to trust the system that it will arrive there. And I am not going to talk about the vote on that because, honestly, it's the Sunday before the election, and I don't intend to create an endorsement one way or another around it. But I did vote.
Now, why would she refuse to answer that question? I can tell you why. Because she knows that how she voted will not be popular with the American public. Yeah, it may be popular amongst her leftist cult members, but most Americans would not agree with how she voted. If she thought that most Americans would be on board with how she voted, she would have no problem being honest. You know what I mean? But she can't be honest. Because she knows damn good and well that what she voted, how she voted, would hurt her in the election. But she's not strong enough to stand by what she believes in. I don't even think that she knows what she believes in personally, okay? But she's not willing to really stand by her decisions. And this shows you how dishonest she is. Like, I want a president that's going to be more transparent and honest with the American public. Yet here we are, a couple of days out from the election, and she won't tell us where she stands on Prop 36. Why not? Now, you see, this is the exact opposite. The exact opposite of Donald Trump. I tell people all the time, listen, you may not like what Donald Trump says. You might not like all of his plans. You might not like all of his stances on certain issues. And listen, I don't agree with every one of his stances either, but you know what you're getting from Trump. If this was Trump and they asked him, how did you vote on Prop 36? Trump would happily tell you how he voted. Trump would happily tell you what he believes in, and we know that because he does it every day, multiple times a day. I think yesterday he had 3 rallies. Today he's having 4. So Trump is willing to tell you where he stands. You might not agree with where he stands, but you know where he stands. You don't know where Kamala stands. You might not like Donald Trump. You might downright despise Donald Trump, but he's no surprise. You know what you're getting. He's telling you what he's going to do. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, it's a big mystery. Because Kamala Harris doesn't even know what she wants to do. Because what Kamala Harris wants to do, honestly, probably doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things, because she answers to her puppet masters, and we know what they want. They want to destroy America. Like they've already been doing for the past 4 years, like they were doing before Trump got in office. So all I'm saying here is this. A couple of days out from the election, we got Trump, who is telling us what he wants to do, regardless if you like it or not. He's being honest about what he wants for America. And then we have Kamala Harris, who has flip-flopped this entire time. And even here, even now, 2 days out from Election Day, she refuses to let the American public know where she stands on certain issues. Issues that are a big deal in this year's election. Because crime, the increase in violent crime and just crime in general, that's a big topic of discussion in this year's election. And she doesn't want people to know where she stands on it, okay? But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. And if you find yourself getting too worked up by all of this, remember, it's just political cinema.